All right, so we'll go ahead and watch this video here.
Casandra Ventura, the singer known as Cassie, the key witness for the prosecution at Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking trial. On the witness stand on Tuesday, she gave her version of events of that now infamous videotape security footage of Combs beating her at a hotel in Los Angeles in 2016. Cassie telling jurors that she was involved in one of the freak-offs, the highly orchestrated sexual encounters that Combs had over the years. She was at the hotel with him. She wanted to leave the freak-off early because Combs had hit her and given her a black eye. She said she had a movie premiere scheduled for later, and she didn't want to mess that up. So she thought safest approach would be to leave the hotel and go home. Cassie said she grabbed her belongings, walked down the hall to the elevator, and as we see in that footage, Combs in a white bath towel walks down the hall after her, hits her, knocks her to the ground, kicks her, and then attempts to drag her back to the room. Cassie on the witness stand saying that the next thing I knew as she was bending down to put on her shoes was that I was thrown to the ground. She said she stayed on the floor as Combs grabbed her belongings and moved to take them back to the room. She said she felt safest on the floor. She didn't want him to do any more damage to her. When asked by a prosecutor how many other times Combs had knocked her to the ground like that, Cassie replied, "Too many to count. I don't know." Combs has pleaded not guilty. His lawyers say, if anything, the video and the testimony about violence points to domestic violence, not racketeering and sex trafficking, the charges in this case. The trial resumes on Wednesday. Cassie back on the stand for more testimony.
What they're not mentioning is that video is glitchy. In a time where they talk to us about AI and we know about this technology to alter footage and images, video and such. Yeah, they don't mention that that video is loaded with a bunch of glitches. And I've covered that in the past. Also, so it shows these characters coming out of court or whatever. Like, let's get some footage other than these drawings of them in court. That would be nice, right? And is that Cassie?
Cassie back on the stand for more testimony in this case. The trial resumes on Wednesday. Cassie back on the stand for more testimony.
Is Cassie, do y'all recognize Cassie in any of these? I don't know. Cuz she's pregnant, right?
Cassie back on the stand for more testimony.
I don't know. Those ones don't look like Cassie, but let's get some kind of images of them in court other than these paintings. Let's get a good look at Diddy, why don't we? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not here to beat a dead horse. No pun intended with this story. But I just have some connections with Cassie here that I would like to share. As I haven't really covered Cassie a whole lot. But yeah, we get these drawings, right? And we'll go ahead and since we just watched that video, I think we can go ahead and skip this one. But notice all of these C's that are trending at the same time, and this is what I looked at before clicking on this story. What to know about Cassie, the singer testifying against Sean Diddy Combs. Cassie C, obviously Combs C. Look down here, music review, Cautious Clay, dreamy R&B pop album or whatever, right? Cautious like Cassie. You think of Cassius Clay, right? Cautious Clay, Cassie, Combs. I don't think this is a coincidence that Shannon Sharp, also in a trending SA kind of story. Look at Shannon Sharp's born on the 26th of his month. Cassie, born on the 26th of her month, with similar stories here with the two characters. And don't forget Tory Lanez, they say, just got stabbed. You know, Shannon Sharp, kind of like a sharp knife. And we have Tory Lanez trending as well. But this number 26 is kind of all over this case, and you see the connection with Shannon Sharp here. It was also 26 weeks after Diddy's birthday that this trial began, and it was with I think it was with jury selection or whatever. But look at Monday, May 5th, right? It says began on Monday in New York City with jury selection, exactly 26 weeks after Diddy's birthday. Diddy equals 26 in the language, sex trafficking 226 like 26. P. Diddy 62. And again, Cassie born on the 26th as well. Shannon Sharp born on the 26th with his accusations going on with that story, right? Now, it's a 16-week, 2-day span from this jury selection Monday to Cassie's 26th of August birthday. From start to end, 16 weeks, 2 days. So, like, you see the 6 and the 2, but Casandra Ventura equals 162 in the ABC 123 cipher. So her name 162, 16-week, 2-day span, which is 162 from this jury selection Monday to her birthday. We've been seeing that name Elizabeth a lot too. You know, Queen Elizabeth II's birthday was just April 21st. Queen equals 62 and 16. Queen Elizabeth II born in 26. Again, Cassie born on the 26th. Do you think it's a coincidence? I don't. It's a 114-day span, which is the same as 16 weeks, 2 days. 114-day span from this jury selection to Cassie's birthday, start to end date 114, and that's Diddy's birthday, 114, November 4th. And let's not forget, I just pulled this from the Diddy breakdown that I did with this article, and I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but you know, we had the Diddy little breakdown, now we got the Cassie connection. Don't forget Diddy's age 55. Jury selection on a 55 date numerology on 5/5/55, May 5th. Cassandra in the language 155 in the reverse cipher. Elizabeth 155 as well. There's also this character named Cassie in Five Nights at Freddy's. Security Breach. I don't know, is that a movie? But Cassie, Five Nights at Freddy with Cassandra, Elizabeth 155, jury selection 55, 55 date numerology, Diddy 55 years old. Come on, right? Even Diddy's birthday, November 4th, November, you know, you get the 1, 1. Think about just 1 plus 4 with the 4th day in November. Think about it kind of like that. 11, kind of like 1. Even 1 plus 4 is 5. But it's not a coincidence. And then you get the 5 with this Cassie character, Five Nights at Freddy's. You see that? Also, I'm telling you, this stuff's with the language. We have Jesse Ventura, American politician, political commentator, actor, media personality, retired professional wrestler. After achieving fame in the World Wrestling Federation, he served as the 38th governor of Minnesota from 99 to 2003. Ventura, same name as Cassie, Cassandra Elizabeth Ventura, Jesse Ventura, 38th governor of Minnesota from 99 to 2003. Cassie currently is age 38. Stuff's all with the language, man. And WWE, you know, again, not to make light, but Diddy performing, kind of like some WWE moves on Cassie. And that was just a glitchy video, which probably wasn't even real, because explain the glitches in the video. I do have the video here. We've seen it before. You can look it up. I don't really want to get a restriction next to my video. Maybe I can see some of the glitches.
Gave graphic testimony today at the trial of Sean P. Diddy Combs. The 38-year-old singer says Diddy was frequently violent. Make the wrong
I want to see if we can just catch a glitch.
face, and
Look at the glitch. You see look at the glitch. The glitchiness right there. Explain that.
the next thing
Explain the
I knew,
glitch.
I was getting
Explain the glitch.
I
Explain the glitch. Notice how this footage 2016 it looks like. Remember who else is in court right now? Kim Kardashian. Remember she got robbed in Paris in 2016. So it's not a coincidence now we get this court drama. You get two court stories. This particular incident, 2016, like the 2016 robbery of Kim Kardashian, as I mentioned, also in court. I don't think it's a coincidence. I have this other breakdown. This is from that story. It's good to keep track of this stuff. And are you sure that's Diddy even? Is that a wax figure? I didn't really see numbers in this breakdown that really connect to our current breakdown, but that's on my channel. I make a lot of videos. Wow, look at this. Oh, I thought it said May 5th, but the security camera video dated March 5th right there. So March is, you got the M like May, don't you? You got the M like May. But other than that, it's the 5th day, huh? With that video footage to go with the fives that we have here. Wow. I don't think that's a coincidence. And this jury selection Monday M even. I don't think that's a coincidence. Almost missed that there. And if we dissected this whole other story, Cassie became known for the hit single Me and You, M, right? But I'm sure if we dissected this whole other breakdown, how deep do you want to go down the rabbit hole? There may be some stuff here right in front of my face that I'm missing besides what the obvious, but wow, 2016. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to come with some quick connections on Cassie here.
We are outside Manhattan Criminal Court where we are about to go in for day 3 of the criminal trial against Sean Combs. Yesterday we heard emotional testimony from Cassie Ventura, who said that she was physically and psychologically abused by Mr. Combs. Her testimony yesterday was compelling and it was emotional and it was hard to watch at times. She spoke in a hushed but a confident tone. Today, we're going to be hearing more testimony from Cassie. I expect her to be on the stand for at least the bulk.
Let's see her. Let's not see just a drawing. I think they say that she's pregnant currently to add some more drama. But let's see Cassie.
Of the day, and then she'll be cross-examined by Mr. Combs' attorneys.
Let's see Mr. Combs. Let's take a look at Mr. Combs, right? Let's see. That's everything I entered, by the way. As you know, Cassandra even has 25. We're in the year 25. Okay? But yeah, that's everything I entered because I just wanted to come semi-quick. The trial even began on the 125th day of the year, 125. And you even have a 55 date numerology with the trial start date. Another 55, right? So yeah, we got all of these side connections, that show the stuff is just by the numbers as well. Here, so, as this drama continues, what to know about Cassie, the singer testifying against Sean Diddy Combs. I just wanted to show you some quick connections there. And I'll be back later with another breakdown. And this is what I do. This stuff seems repetitive, but this is what I do here. This is my gift to break down these stories. I'm thankful to be able to do it kind of like as a hobby. Remember, these are just celebrity stories, but this stuff does happen in real life. Okay? But I'm not on here to entertain, and I'm not on here to be some celebrity YouTuber. Those are hand selected just like these celebrities. You understand? I'm probably never going to be somebody put in front of y'all, like for real, not based on my ability, but I'm not a sellout YouTuber and I'm not a character. So this is what I do. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Okay? Because putting this out there into the universe I think is important. So shout out until next time.